Shout out to my cousin Rel right there in the video. Bro, tell me why on the last day we almost got arrested by the fucking Mexican cartel, by the Mexican cops and shit like that, bro. So apparently, weed is illegal in Mexico. Said this whole stream gonna be about toes. Nah, no toe. Toes is over. It's over now. It's over. But nah, this is the last part of the trip. This is my last night there. So like, I wake up the next morning and leave. Like, this is literally the last night that we sleep in there. Me and my cousin Rel, who y'all just seen in that video, we both make music. So we was trying to get a song in like before we leave or something. So he had cooked up a beat. It's fire too. It's fire. And we starting to work on the song. But I think I punched in a little bit, and he punched in a little bit. But we outside on the balcony smoking. You know, I bought a little pipe from the you know, they got people outside on the resort that be selling little stuff, $5, $10, $20. And so they had like little bowls. And so it was like a little pipe that you could use to smoke. So I'm like, all right, bet. Yeah, let's go get the, I'm going to go get one of these. He said, yeah, bro, a lot of places outside the U.S. doesn't fuck with weed. Oh, they don't fuck with that shit at all, bro. Wait till you hear this. So one, it's a bull on the beach. He like worked for, he said he paid off the cartel and all of that. He might have been lying, but he had it. So I'm like, bro, what you want for an eighth? He like, I don't do eighths. I'm like, all right, bro, like what you got? He only had Qs. And so I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess I'll take it. Like, what you want? He like 140. I'm like, nigga, what? Are you drunk, bro? You want $140 for a Q? You got me fucked up. I don't do that, bro. Back at home, we don't do that. So he like, oh no. So we end up talking him down, and we got a price that we was comfortable paying. So then we like, all right, bet. Now we could take this back to the room. So we in his room, and he got the little balcony joint. But bro, his balcony, it's mad balconies that's all connected. So you can just like walk damn near down the hallway and be at the other people's balconies that's down the room. So we out there and but we smoking out there, the sky just opens up. Boom. So we had to go inside. Now I'm like, all right, there's no ever paying off the cartel. Neff did cap out his mouth. Once you in, you stuck. I don't know, bro. He definitely did cap though. Cause then we went to my room, right? And my room got a nice little balcony. Actually, I think I got a picture. Hold on. I think I got a picture from my balcony. Yeah, here we go. So this is my balcony right here. So we sitting right here. And we outside. We recorded music, smoking a joint, vibing, having a good time. He like, yo, bro, look at this. So he goes to show me something, and the bowl is on the floor, like next to my foot. Dumb shit, I know. The bowl on the floor next to my foot, bro. I go to turn like this to look what he wanted, whatever he trying to show me. Boom. Kick that shit. I was sick as fuck, bro. I really kicked that. I kicked the bowl. It fell right here. We ain't hear nothing. All of a sudden we heard like the whole joint just broke. I was like, oh my God, bro. Cause one, I had just bought dumb gas and we was not even close to being finished with that shit. And two, I just bought that bowl. And now the whole shit was a dub. The whole shit was a dub. He said, nah, jail, bro. That was unbelievable jail, bro. So then he like, bro, should we go down there? I'm like, yeah, we should probably go down there and see. So then we go down there, and it's hella niggas. It's like 6 of the security worker bulls. They like this. They like this right here. They flashlight. They got their flash. Hold on. Let me go back to the face cam. They got their flashlights like this. They all just looking at it. Like, what is this? What is this? I'm like, oh. So we walked by them. Like, we didn't really want to go up to them because we didn't know what they was on. So we walked by him. Then I see the flashlight go like this on my back. They shine they shit on us. I'm like, all right, now we got to go over there, bro. We got to go over there. We got to go. So then we go over there. They like, is this your guys? Like, what happened? He said, I know you started hitting that one face from the dog meme, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was shook. Cause one, I'm smacked. And two, now it's just like, now they all know what it is. So we go over there. He like, yeah, what happened? I'm like, bro, the wind. Whole time I kicked that shit. But I'm like, the wind, man, it knocked it over. He was like, what is it? I was like, this is a tobacco pipe. I purposely said tobacco pipe so he didn't think it was no za in there. But he jailed me because he was like, yeah, we we thought it was something, and we saw it in there, so we burned it. I looked at my cousin like, what? Y'all niggas burned it? Where did y'all get a lighter from? Who? He said, yeah, screw that. Bro, he talking about he burned it. So already off rip, if you burn it, I'm pretty sure he knew what was in there. But he was like, I mean, he was saying, nothing happened. It's okay. We're just glad nobody got hurt. Cause I'm like, yeah, bro, imagine if I was walking by, somebody was walking by and that shit just clunked them in the back of the head, bro, it would have been over. I'd have probably been, I don't know what I would have been fighting something. I'd have been fighting some type of case, bro. But yeah, that would have jailed me. But he was like, nothing happened. He was like, just next time something happens, just come tell us. We're like, nigga, what you think we doing? We just came down here to come tell you. But we was like, all right. He said, you smoked it before it happened. Yes, bro. We halfway through clearing the bowl. We lit the bowl, probably took like a couple hits out that joint. And then that was it. Like, I put it down because we was recording. He said, yeah, nah, that is why. Because they could smell, I'm sure they could smell it. But he was like, nothing happened. And I'm like, yeah, nothing happened. So I'm like, all right, so we good? He like, yeah, we good. He's like, but for the record, you guys are in room 4815. I was like, what? I'm like, yo, how the fuck this nigga know what room I'm in? That was the part that had me shook. Once he said that, I was like, oh. He was like 4815 or 4816. Bro, I was in 4815, but the fact that he knew that it was one of the two Jones, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how did he know that? So I was like, yeah, 4816, 16. Whole time my shit is 15, but I just capped to him. So I'm like, I ain't finna tell this nigga nothing. Then I'm like, all right, I think we good. So we go back up to the room, but my cousin, he not staying in my room. He got his own room. So then he packed up all his music shit. He like, all right, bro, I think I'm gonna go back to the room. I'm like, all right, bet. By this time though, when he leave, that's when I got scrambling, bro. I'm wiping shit down. I'm clearing everything off because I just have a feeling that these niggas is about to come up here now and they about to search something or check something. So then, bro, I was sick as fuck, bro. I had to flush my za, bro. I had to flush the za, bro. And it's a good thing I did this. We gonna circle back to this point right here. I had to flush the za, bro. It was a good amount of nugs still in there, bro. I ain't never did that before, bro. I felt like I was about to get raided. I was like, this is not a good feeling, bro. This is not a good feeling, bro. Bro, it was nothing I could do, bro. Because when you think about it, when he left the room, the bull seen him again. He called him. He said, hey. He said, I know a lot of those cartels run the resort, so it makes sense. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I thought. And he was like, he stopped my cousin when he left. He was like, hey, come here. It was two niggas. He like, I didn't smell anything, but he smelled something. And we think it's weed, and weed is illegal in Mexico. So whenever something like this happens, we have to call the cops, and they have to come do a search of the room. But he's talking to my cousin. He not talking to me. Like, I don't even know that this conversation is happening. So imagine if they really would have called them niggas. It was a good thing that I flushed that shit because it was gone. But then he like, bro, we don't have anything, because he knew I flushed it. He like, we don't have anything. He like, are you sure? He like, yes, bro, we do not have anything. He's like, if y'all need to search, go ahead and do what y'all gotta do, but we don't have anything. And so then he like, them niggas just start talking in Spanish back and forth to each other for like 3 minutes. They just, and he don't know what he's saying, but he like trying to process it. And then eventually he like, all right, man, if you say you don't have anything, then we'll let you go. We'll let you go. He was like, woo. Cause bro, I had already flushed it though. I had got rid of my shit, and the little bag that it was in, I ain't want them to see nothing. So the little bag that it was in, right? I'm like, I can't put this in the trash because it's still like little weed shits in the bag. You never get everything out the bag. So I put the hot water in up to it, and I just like let it rinse out, drained it, and I opened the shower drain. I packed the little joint up, and I put it in the shower drain, and I pushed it so that even when you open the drain, you can't see it, but it's in there though. I closed that bitch. We wiped the counters and shit down, got all the ash up out of there, and I left the next morning, bruh. I got out of there. But I ain't gonna lie, I was calm shook. When that happened. I don't know what the fuck about to happen. And it's my last day. I'm like, don't let no bullshit happen on my last day, bro. You like, we made it all the way. We had a good ass week just for this to happen on the last day over some dumbass That shit was some gas though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was some gas though. Oh, and I gotta see this right here.